There is a nation known as Kalshar. Situated just north of the infamous orc-infested mountains of the Arkag Range, the nation is surprisingly peaceful. The nation is home to many mild forests, rolling fields of grain, eager adventurers, old magics, and tricky fae. The land once was two major nations, now peacefully together as one through a marriage. One of these nations was Gordon, home to the mighty order of Lastwall, stalwart defenders of Gordon and the heroes of the people. The knights who make up this order are honored throughout the land of men and are known for their bravery. One of the more well-known tables, the Table of Toby, has been searching in the southeast Kalshire for some missing people, and have recently found fresh tracks in the foothills of the Arkag. Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Yikes.
Oh boy. Because I'm great at that. Off to a good start.
Oh no.
Real good start, Reese. Kinda in your same boat, bro. Don't worry about it.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so Noro got a 20. And Toby got a 10. Tarek got a natural 1. Darden got a whopping 5.
I know, right? Like, I wasn't expecting much.
The minstrel got a 10. The villagers will move on the same turn as him. And let's see what the wagon gets. A 3. So you see ahead of you a terrifying sight. A wagon seemingly moving on its own, smashing into and bashing against these villagers, attacking them. Several villagers lay unconscious nearby already. The other ones cower in fear at the roadside. Toby is first to act. The horses don't have initiative, they use your own initiative.
Huh.
Wait, what?
I was
I
talking
think
to her.
someone got a 20.
Oh, I forgot to reorder everything after
Right.
that, right. Alrighty.
You know you can just hit the button and order it by...
Okay, and you?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Nice. Alright, Perudo, you are the first to act.
Alright, I'm going to look around and see if I can find a source of something moving the cart.
Perception
whether it's-
check.
Alright, one moment, let me find that. Alright, there we go. 25.
You don't seem to see anything controlling it. The wagon jolts around and isn't even attached to an animal. It looks like it's just moving on its own.
So do I see anyone, like, intently focusing on it or something like that?
No, you don't see anybody like that.
Well, you see some people intensely focused on it, but, you know, not in that way.
Alright, what's the movement speed for the horse again?
2 feet.
How much?
50.
50!
Alright.
However, I can do a full sprint, which means I
Yeah,
can...
the
move
horse
200.
can move like 200 feet and you won't use any of your action for it. I assume you're still riding the horse.
Yeah, I'm just moving one token at a time.
Mm-hmm. You can actually, like, select multiple ones by dragging your cursor, and it will...
So you said I can move up to how much without losing my character
You can move
action?
basically anywhere on this map if you're still riding the horse at the end of the movement.
Alright, so that's about 100 feet if I did that correctly.
And you can move like 200 if your horse does a full move action.
Alright, in the process of riding, I'm also going to be drawing my crossbow.
Okay.
Still looking for anyone that... I take it the minstrel is in the crowd, not the one controlling it.
Yes, he is in the crowd. He seems to be, cowering against it, but he also seems to be attempting to help the villagers and convince them to run rather than just cower in fear.
Alright, so from here, can I attempt to basically have my horse attempt to bull rush the wagon to try and knock it over so it's off its wheels?
Yeah, you can try. Your horse is fairly well trained, so you can try to just tell it to, like, attack it.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna try and basically charge it and put most, if not all of the horse's weight into tipping the wagon over. Where's the stats for the horse again?
Can you send him to him, Max?
Yeah. Well, the horse also has the advanced template, so just add 2 to like pretty much all of its things.
So you'll be making a combat maneuver check to do this.
So it'll be +7.
Wait, so this is combat maneuver check, you said?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and I'm using the basic +5, or did these things have something funky about them for it? Or...
They have advanced, so add 2 to every roll you make pretty much on them, so CMB is
Okay.
+7.
Let me check its thing real quick. You strike solidly against the wagon, but it doesn't budge. In fact, as you draw closer to it, it was able to make a swipe at you with one of its wheels sort of jutting out on its axle as if it was animated on its own. Does it strike an
Alright.
AC of 22?
Striking me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. So...
See, this is why I was a little off-put about only having 21 AC.
It deals 22 points of damage, striking you about the shoulders with a downward thrusting motion.
Oof.
What's your CMD?
One moment.
Okay, I found your CMD.
21.
The spurs of the wagon kind of catch around your shoulders and you're pulled off of your horse by it. You're now grappled by the wagon.
Did I mention this character is not the brightest person around?
Toby, your table's scout has just been grabbed by a wagon. What do you do?
I move here. Oh, sorry, one more over. I'm going to do Inspire Competence Acrobatics and tell the villagers to run away. And then I'm going to channel positive energy to heal Perudo and then the unconscious villagers.
Your friend doesn't look like he'd be able to really run away. He's currently being grabbed, or she is currently being grabbed by the wagon. She is sort of entangled within the wheel.
Well, I meant like the other villagers if they have like acrobatics.
Oh,
to
the
go
villagers.
from it.
Okay, I thought you were talking
Right,
about
right.
Perudo.
No. And
So what are you doing again?
everyone heals. And then doing channel positive energy.
Okay.
So then everyone. So I'm assuming just all the villagers that are unconscious and not anymore.
Several villagers wake up and in a haze scatter into the tree line.
And I'm done. Actually, no. One of my horse had to do its full turn, so never mind.
And then Perudo, you'll also gain
Okay.
18 health. So what were you doing to the... You inspired acrobatics on them?
Right, because I just didn't know if they would like be smart enough to do full retreat action, or if they
yeah.
have like acrobatics to escape attack of opportunity.
Okay. It is the villager's turn. The minstrel will 5-foot step back away from them. The gypsies will full retreat, but they can't get far up this hillside. It seems they start kind of trying to run up it, and they're just sort of sliding back down it. It's a very steep hill, and they're kind of cornered in here by the tree line.
Fun.
Darden, it's your turn. A wagon is attacking your friends. Your blade, Radivir, speaks to you and says, I smell magic about this. I'm sure, although you might not be as bright as me, Darden, you know that this is certainly no mundane occurrence. I think some reckless magic user's afoot here.
Darden replies with, "You think so, friend? Well, let's solve that problem." Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. As I'm moving in with the horse, I will draw the blade. Here. And I will strike at the cart.
Risa Bardich is like a poleaxe.
Bardiche.
A bardiche. First of all, it's not an X, it's a bardiche.
Reminds me of the time I had a dwarf go, or I had someone go, "Dwarf, strike him with your axe spear thingy."
It's a fucking halberd.
No, it was an Urgosh actually, but the same thing.
Alright, you do that. You strike the wagon soundly with your blade. Deal damage.
Yay. Give me a second. Technically, I wasn't doing that, so it is.
Striking into the tough exterior of the wagon, you manage to deal a decent amount of damage against its wooden... what would you call it? Body.
Frame.
Wooden
body.
frame, yes. You lodge your blade into the side of it, and it kind of tugs away from you, jerking like a frightened yet aggressive animal.
Well, that's new and different.
You say as one of us is literally being grabbed by it.
Perudo, it looses you from its wheel, but that's not the last you've seen of its wheel. It moves over you. You have the ability to take either an attack of opportunity or attempt a reflex save, as it attempts to trample you underneath its large wooden wheels.
I'm gonna go reflex save.
Does the horse have to reflex save, or is it not small enough?
The horse is sort of just sharing space a bit with it right now, since the horse isn't really quite taking up that full area, and doesn't really know what to do now that Perudo's off of it. It just sort of lets the wagon by.
Reflex save?
Yeah, reflex save.
Give me just a second. You don't quite get out from underneath it in time. You are trampled by the wheels of the wagon, taking 19 damage. Simultaneously as it moves, it lashes out at Toby with one of the many boards that make up the side of the wagon.
Yes.
Dealing 21 damage as it smacks against your side, denting your armor. Tarek, would you like to join your allies in battle?
We're fighting a cart.
Nah.
Oh, remember to grab your person. Oh, there you go.
Did you, by the way, look up the effect of champion? Yes, you can get through there. Alright. What weapon are you using? The Bardiche, I assume. Alright. You do that. Make your attack.
Also, flanking if that helps.
Make it a
Ooh.
14.
14? Let's see.
Wait, make that 10.
Make the
Forgot
bonus
about-
to hit 10. Let's see. So he is flanking. Yeah, he's flanking. Okay. You you narrowly manage to hit it as it jerks out of the way of one of the attacks that your allies made and back into your blade. Pretty much got it right on the AC. It's a big thing, so it's not hard to hit.
It's more, damage reduction and things like that make it a pain.
Well, it doesn't technically have damage reduction.
Just has hardness.
It does have hardness, which is essentially damage reduction. So you hit, deal damage. Yes, and also you can't do ride by attack and charge in the same thing. Slash at the back end of the wagon with your Bardich as you rush past it on your horse. You may now move any additional amount that you need to move. Perudo, you have some fresh wagon trails on your face. What would you like to do?
I'd like to make an acrobatics check to get up and out of the way without incurring an attack of opportunity.
Alright, I believe you're getting a bonus from Toby.
plus 2. Nope. Wait. Yes. I thought it was gonna be useless, but it came in handy.
All right. Toby instructs you on an opening that opens up after it smacks at him. You're able to roll out from underneath the carriage successfully and without harm.
Alright, at that point, I still have a action like I could attack or something?
Yes.
Or can I do a disengage and just get the hell out of the way?
Disengage is not an action in this. You can take your entire turn to do a full retreat. But as far as actions goes, is using acrobatics to tumble. Let's see. What is the action on that? I can't remember. Let's see. Move action. So you have a standard action left.
So I can do a full
Yes.
retreat or no?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
You could take a 5-foot step back.
Doing that. 5-foot step, and I think that's all I can do now, right?
Still technically have your standard action, but you really want to throw a dagger at it.
Or I can just shoot it with a crossbow, which is already in hand.
Yeah, that would be what you'd have to do if you wanted to make an attack.
Yeah.
Alright, the end of your turn then? Or you're doing it, okay.
Yep, there's the attack.
Alright, you hit.
Best damage ever.
The best. The best that ever was.
Did I mention
You-
it's a
Your arrow
crossbow?
thuds into one of the kind of corners of the wagon and just sort of falls out after a second.
I'll be back in a sec, guys. I gotta let my dog out.
Alright. Alright. Let's see. Alright, Toby, Darden, and both of their horses are going to need to make reflex saves. I'll have to tell Chris when he gets back about that. Alright, both of you guys, both Toby and Delilah make the reflex save. So suddenly, from back behind some crates in the wagon, a small goblinoid creature wearing what appears to be stolen clothes and holding a doll jumps forward and goes,
You knights think you can take me and my magical beast of mayhem? Bogwart Frog Muncher shall be your end!
who wears a necklace that's made out of frog heads, which have mostly decayed into skeletal form by now.
Oh my god.
Let's see. All right, Toby and Delilah both take 9 points of damage.
Okay. I'm actually checking to see if I think it's. Oh, okay. My archetype gets rid of evasion on Delilah, so.
Yeah. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and go to Toby's turn while we wait for Chris to come back and make his reflex save.
Did Fruto have to make a reflex save?
No.
Okay.
He couldn't quite angle it right.
No, good. Because I just didn't know like if I had to go and heal or not. If I could just wail on this boy. This card will probably get an attack order if you do it. Move there.
Yeah, one of the wheels juts out at the body of your horse as you go past it. Hitting for 17 AC.
No.
Okay.
My horse has more armor than me.
Your horse's armor deflects the blow of the wagon.
And I'm gonna swift action, lay on hands myself.
I am back.
All right, Chris. While you were gone, a diminutive goblin popped out of the back of the wagon. He was hiding behind some boxes, and proclaimed,
You foolish knights cannot defeat my mayhem monster. I am Bogwart Frog Muncher, and I shall be your doom.
Sounds like a great guy.
He then fired a lightning bolt at you and Toby. You and your horse both have to make a reflex save real quick.
Reflex save.
Mm-hmm.
Reflex.
He's wearing stolen gypsy clothes and holding a small doll. And he has a bunch of
That's
frog
mine.
heads on a necklace.
Reflex for the board.
Good luck, horse. You're dead if you fail.
Horse.
The horse was 23.
Yeah.
Alright, the horse is going to take 9 damage. You're going to take 18.
9 damage for the horse.
Mm-hmm.
And how much for me?
18. I can't remember. Did you have spell resistance of some type?
No.
Okay. I think I was considering giving you spell resistance armor, but it's so little spell resistance that I was like, eh.
12 and a 17 against the boy.
Against the goblin?
Mm-hmm.
Neither of those will hit. He definitely evades them.
My horse will attack. Yeah.
Delilah, I assume, hoofs Bogwart right in his face. Deal damage.
Get bit, son. Stopping.
Nasty horse! You and your fiendish horse creatures.
That would be done. Also, I did realize that was 2 less. Would a 25 still hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, Darden, it's your turn.
Mine? Okay. Give me a second.
For Baka. I thought you said Baka at first.
Okay. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I am gonna try a fast dismount.
Alright. All I
Not
just...
even close.
Oh, what is the fast dismount thing? 'Cause
20.
I was just gonna say I'll let you
Free
just do
action
it.
to mount or dismount a horse.
I'll just say that you can do it. Because
Okay.
I feel like you guys are just trained enough on horseback and stuff like that it's easy for you to do.
I'm also going to be, as doing that, giving the horse to move back. So,
Okay.
horse will try to move. Don't know if that. But anyways, so I still have my. If you gave me the free action, then I
Mhm.
still have my standard. And okay. So he's in the cart, right?
Yep. You can get onto the cart if you want.
What does it take to get onto the cart?
You have to make a CMB attempt against its CMD.
I have been really lucky on these rolls tonight. Really lucky. So I'm just gonna go CMD or CMD. Okay, I'll try it.
You can also
what
make an
action is-
acrobatics check if you wanted to as well, but I kind of
What
doubt
kind of
darting.
action would it be?
It would be your move action.
Okay.
You'd just be hopping over the edge of it for your move action.
30, 20 plus. Try to get in the cart. Well, that
Ooh.
doesn't work.
The the wagon smacks at you as you attempt to get into it, presumably hitting.
Yeah.
Deals 21 damage to your gut and knocks you to the ground. Still have your standard action though. You can swing at it from the ground if you want to.
I think that's a -4.
It is, but it's not hard to hit. It's a big wagon.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Okay.
Plus 12.
You hit. You drive your sword through some of the spokes and shatter them on the right frontmost wheel.
Yeah.
The wagon doesn't seem pleased. The wagon, along with Bogwart, begin moving over you.
No.
You're right.
However, the horses do stop its movement any further. Or actually, no, it can just move over the horses. Never mind. What am I thinking?
R.I.P. horse.
So,
what size is it?
huge.
Generally, you have to be 2 size categories larger to trample, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope, just one size category smaller than itself. What is the horse's reflex save?
+7.
+7.
Okay.
So it'd be reflex save to not get trampled by it.
Yeah. The horse manages to make it out of the way. Darden and Perudo, the wagon is rolling over the top of you. So it's either reflex save or you can take an attack of opportunity if you'd rather.
I'm gonna reflex save at the moment.
Alright. You do make the reflex save.
Yeah.
Taking... Let's see, that would be... let's see. That would be 8 points of damage. Nora, are you there?
Yeah. What's that?
You're being ran over by the wagon again.
Am I rolling or taking CMD or what?
You can either attempt to roll out from underneath it with a reflex save to only take half damage, or you can try to attack it as it rolls over you. But since you don't have a melee weapon, you can't do that, so...
Oh, I'm next to the goblin guy now. He made bad decisions.
He did make bad decisions.
Yeah.
I'm guessing I don't make it.
You do not. You take 17 damage. Alright. It is now Tarek's turn. Yes. Or it can make either its bite or one hoof attack. It can't do all of them. Are you charging, or are you just going normally? Alright. Are you attacking with the lance, then, I imagine? Alright. Tarek flies into battle. You are not flanking. Perudo does not have a melee weapon drawn. You're attacking the goblin, then? Alright. The goblin sidesteps you as you try to spear it with your lance. You miss it narrowly.
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you, knights?
Alright, Snapdragon can make their attack. Snapdragon lands a, I don't know if he's going in for a bite or a hoof, but goes directly for his midsection, and just before he hits him, the goblin disappears, and then reappears afterwards.
That's so weird. And guess who's getting basically fully healed from me when I go? I should have had selective channeling.
Alright, it is Perudo's turn.
Alright, so the wagon's currently on top of me, right?
Yes, but it's not pinning you down or anything.
But no, the body of the wagon is overhead, right?
Yes.
The bottom layer, like the layer between, that's only like, what, one plank wide? Or one plank thick? It's not like several layers of planks?
You're not certain about the make of this particular wagon.
Well, I'm more asking is, if I look straight up, can I see light through the planks?
Yes, but it looks like it's probably like shining through like two different like slats. So like there's probably like some sort of a false bottom or a storage compartment. So there's probably like about a half foot, maybe to a foot of difference between the actual bottom of the wagon and the floor of the wagon.
Alright, I'm going to be holding my crossbow in my offhand, but I'm not going to be using it. It's more just to save me the action of putting it away.
You can just drop it too.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll just kind of toss it off to one side. More just making sure it doesn't get rolled over and snapped.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to draw the enchanted short sword. And can I attempt to, like, grab onto the bottom?
Yes, you can try to grab onto the bottom.
Like, we're talking the, action movie, the guy's hanging onto the undercarriage of the vehicle style, grab onto the bottom.
Yeah, make an acrobatics check.
Am I still getting +2 for that?
I don't know.
No, I ended my performance.
Huh?
No, you're not.
Alright, 29.
Alright, you sort of lift yourself up off the ground and manage to, like, brace yourself in the undercarriage of this wagon.
Alright. Do I still have enough actions left to try and pry at least one of the planks somewhat off?
Yes, but that would be a strength check.
Even if I'm using the short sword for leverage?
Yes.
Alright. I do have a crowbar.
That would
that
give you a
give me-
bonus.
Alright.
I'll give you a +4 bonus for that.
Alright, I'm gonna use the crowbar for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume I don't.
You drop the crowbar, clank, and it clonkers to the ground. Clonkers? Clankered? Clank? I don't know.
Clanks.
Well, if we're on grass, it wouldn't make too much noise, would it?
It's kind of like a paved,
it's-
rocky road.
Okay.
Not paved, but like it's like a rock and gravel road.
Make it easy, like.
The sound of the
Alright.
metal on stone.
I mean, there's a fair bit of that going on with everyone else getting ran over.
Alright, let's see now. It is Bogwart's turn. Attempting to taunt Tarek as he was missed several times, the Bogwart the Goblin will say,
Stupid knights! You cannot defeat me! I spit at you!
and then he actually does spit at you. Alright, just had to do that real quick. Range touch attack, okay. Does a 12 hit Tarek's touch AC? Alright. Make a fortitude save. Alright. So a green stream of bile shoots out from underneath Bogwart's tongue and into the eyes of Tarek. You're blinded, and you're also affected by some type of poison. Give me a second to find the poisons. DC.
Woohoo!
Alright. Alright, and the poison burns inside of you as it enters your bloodstream, and dealing 1 point of constitution damage.
Oof.
After this, it's Toby's turn.
I'm gonna start doing Inspired Courage to give everyone +2 to hidden damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use Lay on Hands on Perudo. You heal only half though. So heal 8.
Wait,
And
did you just say lay hands?
Lay on Hands?
Can you even reach me?
I have a feat that lets me do that range, but you only heal half.
Okay.
So you heal 8. And you have Sanctuary Casting now, which means if someone tries to attack you, then you make a will save. However, once you attack, then that goes away.
No, so it's protection, basically. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
Anything else on your turn?
Yeah. Delilah's gonna. So I can't. Is he like actually here? Or is he like?
Yeah, he's
on
like
all
actually
sides?
there.
Okay. Delilah will attack the wagon
Okay.
and power attack.
Alright, that'll hit.
10.
Delilah kicks the side of the wagon, causing several boards to creak, but not quite break.
Also, there's a ruler if you didn't know.
Yeah, but I need an aura because I've got a radius effect going on for something I'm about to do.
Oh. me a second to do that.
It helps though, and the icon would preferably be a rock of some sort.
Give me just a second.
It's times like these that I really enjoy the fact that I bought Thunderstones.
I was going to try to use a picture of a rock as in the bird.
No, it's a Thunderstone.
Well, no, like I was trying to do that as like a joke. 10-foot aura, you said?
Yeah, it's a 10-foot radius effect.
Okay. Alright. So, yeah, Delilah kicks the side of the wagon. And, yeah, the villagers aren't doing much because they got out of harm's way. Darden, it is your turn.
Oh, fun.
Real quick, Tarek, about how sturdy has your character proven to be, as far as, overall health and whatnot goes?
Okay, I'm gonna attack the cart again. Won't use full round to do that.
You'll know that Tarek is fairly sturdy. By the way, Peruto. Alright. You're doing what? Attacking the wagon or attacking the goblin?
Wagon.
Okay. Go for it.
Because I noticed him flashing in and out, so I'd rather hit the thing that's doing the most damage so far.
Alright,
Assuming
you'll hit.
that hits.
I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, you land a mighty blow against the wagon,
Second attack.
smashing through several of the boards, as well as damaging some of the frame.
Hits 2.
Yep. Ooh, even better than before. You severely damage one of the wagon's axles, and it begins to lean to one side after being hit with your kind of undersweeping back blow that came off of the first swing. Kind of swung down first through the wagon and then brought it back up through the axle. However, it looks like the wagon's going to get one last hurrah. It's going to attempt to attack Darden, presumably hitting.
Yes.
It lands a lesser than average, but still not anything to scoff at blow against Darden. Bashing him straight in the chest with the undamaged axle. Afterwards, it's Tarek's turn.
He is blinded, right?
He is blinded.
Ooh, and poisoned.
He is also poisoned. He'll need to make a fortitude save at the beginning of his round. Go ahead and make your fortitude save first, real quick.
Ooh.
I don't think that was the fortitude save, but... Oh.
I thought you said no.
Nope, fortitude save. You do manage to stomach the poison and take no further effects from it.
You rolled a 20. You're good.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Now you may proceed with your turn as normal. Tarek is blind, that doesn't mean he can't attack, though.
It just means he's not likely to hit.
He'll have a 50%
Target
miss
that
chance
already.
against anything if he actually swings at the right square. Which, judging by the wagon being fairly big, it's not a stretch to rationalize that he might hit the wagon.
Yeah. Still remember the time I had a dwarf who got blinded and ended up ramming his own gonads. Dylan, you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have a percentage that's
Um,
gonna go against you.
let's see. Yeah, you also take a -4. Or no, that's on skill checks. Yep, you just have a 50% miss chance against it, basically. So if this is
You
a
don't know.
10 or below, then it'll automatically miss. Alright, you swing at the right spot to hit the wagon. Let's see if you hit it. Although you do manage to swing at the right spot, you, in your uncertainty, did not swing your weapon hard enough to penetrate the... Well, to really damage the wood hard enough for it to matter.
Horse's turn.
Snapdragon may attempt to attack the wagon, though.
And your horse can full attack now.
Snapdragon misses. Snapdragon misses again. Snapdragon does hit the wagon this time.
Skittles.
Yeah, you
boy.
bite that wagon, you kinky horse.
Sort of gnawing idly at the edge of the wagon.
Yang, yang, yang.
In the weird way that horses do. Damn. There we go. Or wait. Yeah, that was right.
It did gnaw on you.
Okay.
Nice.
The wagon does still seem to be moving, still, though. It's Perudo's turn now.
Alright. I'm going to be throwing my one of my Thunderstones exactly where you see the token.
Okay.
Which is to say, I'm just out of range, but poor Tarek, Snapdragon, Goblin, and my horse will need a DC 15 Fortitude save. I don't think the wagon will, would
The
it?
wagon doesn't need to. The wagon doesn't have ears.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly have ears. So, DC 15 Fortitude or be deafened.
Is he gonna be blind and deaf now?
Oh, at the end of his turn, he regains his
Oh,
vision.
okay. I was gonna say.
Oh no. The poor horse.
You throw your Thunderstone, and the the goblin goes, ah! Mop, 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 mop. Seemingly unable to hear anymore.
And that one is my dwarf. Or my horse.
Okay, your horse resists it. But,
Alright.
Snapdragon is a deaf little horse. Just for the time being,
Okay.
though. It's not permanent.
Yeah. All deafened creatures, in addition to obvious effect, it lasts for 1 hour, -4 penalty on initiative, and has 20% chance to miscast and lose any spell with a verbal component.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, since I was aiming at a square and the square had 15 AC, did you want me to actually roll for that?
No.
Or 5 AC, I mean?
No, you might hit here, you might have hit it there, you might have hit it there, it's whatever.
Yeah. Well, it says on the Thunderstone page, since you don't need to hit a specific target, you can simply aim at a particular 5-foot square, treat the target square's AC 5.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, throwing a Thunderstone, which was basically just in a bag on my pouch, did that,
That would be
what
a
action did that take?
that would be a standard action, or it would be your first attack. So it could be your
Alright.
first attack of the round, and then you could use your second attack.
Alright, I'm going to use my second attack to, while I'm on the underside of the carriage, swing at the still good axle with my short sword.
Alright. Make your attack.
Swing it is swing swing.
double checking this.
You hit. Deal damage.
Don't forget to add a +2 to damage.
Alright, so that's 7 damage then.
Alright.
And yes, Dylan, that was my magic short sword, hence why it didn't have a -1 on it.
Alright, you deal a small amount of damage to the axle. Toby's turn. Actually, no, wait, it's not Toby's turn, sorry.
Oh, yeah, it's Boyle.
I'm just like, you know what? I'm tired of this thing trampling me, so the safest place to be is underneath it.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like, ah! He's kind of upset, and he's going to attempt to cast a spell.
Aww.
Let's see.
If I notice him,
But he will go, Incalus, and then nothing happens.
I still feel bad for Snapdragon, though.
You still do get an attack of opportunity on him, though, for attempting to cast a spell.
oh yeah, taking that.
If it weren't for the false
You
bomb,
notice,
I
by
might
the
have
way,
been
that this
able to-
entire time he's sort of randomly blinking in and out of existence.
Yeah. Does that hit?
Let's
AC?
see. Does hit AC. However, you don't see as you go to swipe. As you go to swipe through him, he disappears from existence until your blade is
I think
gone.
Dylan rolled less than a 15 on his fort save there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because the worst part is that's basically what happens when you try and talk when you're actually deaf, too. You're just like, and you know what?
All right, does Tarek want to take an attack of opportunity against him? All right, go ahead and roll.
Why didn't Reese just says yeah and then never rolls?
It's like he does, but he won't.
Yeah. I'll be back in a sec, guys. Actually, I'll hold it until my turn. Am I gonna get any heals?
Yes.
All right, you managed to strike him while he's still in existence.
Yeah.
Deal damage.
Drops him. You know what I would have loved if we would have done that spellcaster check? +10 to the DC. Because my sword is saying random magical words that make no sense, and I'm making faces at him.
You strike him right in his shoulder. His deaf goblin shoulder. It's now Toby's action.
Delilah's gonna march.
I'm just gonna move the Thunderstone token out of the way now.
Feels
Am
place.
I flanking with this horse over here?
No, it's not currently trying to engage in combat.
Can it? Okay, I still got more attacks, but they're all shitty.
No Hell's Blaze?
Oh wait, that is a 13. Well, this is the horse. The horse can't heal you. I forgot about him +2 to hit. So a
The
13.
14 will hit.
Okay. Come on, kill him. Why?
Delilah kicks the side of it, but it doesn't seem to do much.
I want to heal you, but I also want to attack your wagon. I will heal you. 23.
It's a move action, right? To heal with lay on hands?
No, it's standard.
That's kind of lame.
It's a swift action on myself, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let me double check, make sure it isn't, because it might be a heal as you level up. No. Yeah, it never
Right.
becomes.
The gypsy and the gypsies and the gypsies and the minstrel begin to cheer you on as they watch you fight.
Yay.
Darden, it's your turn.
Is the cart still a thing?
It is, but seemingly barely.
Okay.
I just moved myself down one
Mhm.
just so we could see the health bars.
You're actually probably closer to the center of this thing anyways. Assuming you're still holding on to the bottom of it, that is.
Well, I'm trying to. And it hasn't made any too quick of a motion.
First strike against the cart.
Alright. You'll hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if that doesn't hit, there's something seriously wrong.
Alright. You sunder the cart, smashing a big gash into the side of it. This gash sort of cracks throughout it, and the wagon sort of tears off into two separate pieces. Perudo, you're kind of like Spider-Man in the Spider-Man Homecoming movie right now. Just limbs with a grasp on each side of the wagon.
I mean, I'm going to let go.
Okay.
I'm not going to pull a Spider-Man here. I do not have the physical strength or constitution to pull that off.
The wagon falls apart and is destroyed.
And I'm right next to the deaf goblin, which, by the way, which one
I
was he
still have
looking?
another attack.
Oh, yeah, you do. I don't think it's going to matter which way he was looking.
I was going to say, if he was looking away, can I consider that stealth since he's just not seeing me and I know he can't hear me?
So, Darden, let's see what you got.
Try to find. Well, that didn't work.
It did not. Radivere just goes, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing? No.
I think I could swing a sword better than that, and I'm a sword.
Yes, roasted.
Tarek, it's your turn.
You need my fire resistance?
I can't even move and I can swing myself better than that. Sentient sword rolls performance.
Just
instead of
finish
attack.
this so I can go back to reading my books. Says, Radivere. That'll hit. Oh, I gotta make sure he doesn't blink out, though. He does not! He blinks out right before you hit him, but then he phases in just as you strike him.
Don't forget to add a +2 to damage it. I don't know if you did. No, doesn't matter.
You deal 23 damage to him. He's sort of still standing there staggering, though.
Uh-oh.
He seems to be sort of drifting into an unconscious. Your horse may still attack. Alright, Perudo, it's your turn.
Alright. Okay, I am gonna ask about my earlier thing. Is he considered unaware of me?
Yes.
Alright, does sneak attack get any bonus to attacking? Like, is it flat-footed again?
He
is
is
it just-
flat-footed, yeah. So just roll normally for your attack.
Also, if you are flanking, I think you still get your sneak bonus.
You will hit, and I believe that is a critical chance with a short sword.
Yes, it is.
Or no, is it? Hold on.
Wait, no, rapier.
not.
Rapier.
It's not for a short sword.
Yeah.
So it doesn't crit. Do I just roll damage, or does he flicker out on me, or does that...
Let's see. He flickers out.
Seriously?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Second attack.
You
Does
hit,
that hit?
but
Does he
let's see.
flicker?
He does not.
13 damage.
All right. You stab him directly through his midsection.
Nope, careful stab. He's out. If that would have killed him, dropped him below 0, he's at -1 and stable.
All right. So, as you go to definitely hit him in a spot to stop him from really moving, you, however, strike, and he seems like he actually moved into your blade, causing him to take lethal damage from it. After his body is skewered on there, his head actually pops off of his body with a loud. Underneath his head are frog legs, a set of frog legs, and he jumps super high off of his body with them. And as he flies off into the sky, you hear him shout,
This isn't the last you've seen of Bogwart Frog Muncher.
I'm going to proceed to look at the rest of my party and say, what the hell's just happened?
He flew away.
Just, what the hell was that?
The minstrel of the group approaches. Oh, thank ye gods. What are thy names? I must thank you, for my people have been saved by you. We surely would have died on this day, had you not destroyed that foul creature and our cart. He just sort of looks a bit sadly at the cart.
By the way.
It's fine. I didn't really want one that tried to kill people anyways.
Yeah, that's how I feel about horses.
What is the name of the place where you're from again? Sorry.
The Order of Lastwall.
From the Order of Lastwall.
The Order of Lastwall. No, I recognize you. You are the Table of Toby.
You are correct.
I must wonder. Have you heard my ballad I've written about you?
And all glance at each other. No.
He then performs a song for all of you.
Oh my word.
Oh my god.
While strumming on his lute, just in the land of Gordon where life is so dull, and hark, the forest with monsters are full. But believe me, there are groups who go far, and they are the Table of Toby.
Oh my word.
Oh my god.
And it continues like that, just the leader is good, Sir Toby the kind, the savior and friend to all of mankind. With a touch of his hands he heals all the lands, and every injured man he can find. Then, of course, there is Dardan the Bane, countless numbers of mages he's slain. He'll charge you down and smash your crown, for Dardan's blade does bringeth the pain. Who could forget Perudo of Sedawir, whose visage of all the knights is most fair? Yet be there orcs, men or fey, her sword shall she flay, and dispatch her foes with spectacular flair. And then he turns to Tarek and kind of kneels in front of him and goes, Last but not least, Sir Tarek the Bright, who no armor can stop him, his lance shall smite, and with aid from the table he'll certainly enable the table to swiftly end the fight.
I'm going to offer genuine applause, both in and out of character. Except I don't think you want me here clapping over a microphone.
Probably not.
Loud. But no, the applause is there out of character and in character, Dylan.
The gypsies all rush forward and swoon over you knights. They're so happy to have been saved by you.
I'm gonna give him 20 gold.
They say no. You've done too much for us already. We thank you, but please just if you must give us anything, just give us the honor of allowing us to cook a meal for you and your table.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
They'll scavenge some supplies from the ruined wagon and also some wood, and they'll begin cooking for you. The festivities go late in the night, with the minstrel in particular being very attached to you guys. And they make a nice pot roast out of wild boar that they caught. They have some like roots, like rooter plants and stuff like that they've used for it to make the stew. Everything goes nicely, and in the morning you both part ways. You head to the nearest bastion, just to report that you found the villagers and they made it back somewhere safely. However, while you're at the bastion, you hear a loud a call of an Aegis.
Do we know what that means?
You do. It is a call of one of the leaders of your order. You'll know specifically that it is the call of Romulus.
Also, I'm just gonna assume we're all fully healed. I would have healed everyone.
Yeah, everyone's fully healed. You guys are so healed up. So everybody just put themselves at max health. I think Darden's AFK still.
How many damage of con did you take?
He only took 1,
Okay, yeah.
so that'll be
And I will not use
restored.
my scroll.
Plus, even if it was more, you can... Can't you use Lay on Hands to cast Lesser Restoration?
No.
Can you not? Why did I think you
I
could?
think that's a mercy. I think I didn't take that one. Let me check.
I thought you took a feat that let you do it.
No, it is one, but it's at 9th level. It's a 9th level mercy. You might be. I don't know. There is a lot of like feats. Well, the only feats I have is ranged lay on hands, extra lay on hands, and I have a reward of grace. So whenever I do lay on hands, I get a +1 to hit for the turn.
You know, it might have been like one of the bracers or something that was also another lay on hands thing. I think I was considering giving you like a bracers that was both of the lay on hands bracers combined, I think is what it was, or something.
Probably, yeah.
Oops. Alright, let's see. So yeah, Darden's still AFK, but we'll continue real quick. Let's just say, so you hear from basically outside of the bastion at the front gate the call of Romulus, and they begin opening the gate. Romulus, on his very well-noted spectral steed, rides into the courtyard and says, I come to this bastion seeking my favorite table, the table of Toby.
I assume we're all there, so I would walk forward.
Romulus is a grizzled veteran. You know him pretty well. He's kind of an older guy. He's got white hair and a very sharply shaved white goatee. He has an eye patch over one of his eyes where he lost it in a battle. And he is mounted atop of a sort of like an ethereal steed. He has lots of banners hanging off of his back and stuff like that. Ah, there they are. How have you been?
We just got back from a successful adventure where some strange goblin creature attacked these villagers, but it's been I assume is that stuff sort of like usual, just like random stuff you do, or?
That was definitely a very unusual encounter for you guys. But, like, just finding a goblin is not really out of place.
Okay. To say, it was a pretty unusual encounter, which made it a bit exciting, but nothing we couldn't handle.
I'm sure it wasn't. Goblins would be no match for the great Toby and his knights. You know, I've watched you throughout the years. I've been so impressed with how you four have done. I'm very glad that I decided to put you all together when you were back at the training bastion. Speaking of which, I have a mission for you all.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of the bastion in it's sort of in the central southern or central northern Gordon?
Do I?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
It's an old bastion. It hasn't been active since you guys have joined the thing. Have joined the order. It's been inactive for a long time. It was an old bastion that used to be used long ago. It was used in this war called the War of Brothers, where Gordon took over the nearby city of Brathair, which used to be a Gordon city, but the two brothers that were one of them was king and one of them wished that he could have been king, so he revolted and took that city.
Okay.
So that's when it was used back then, trying to take back the city. Let's see. But so he says, yes, the old bastion. We haven't had a use for it for so long. I know it's out in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing there, right? But I have news. The son of let's see. Sorry. The son of Lady Hallowell, Queen of Calshire, is getting married. he's getting married to our Lord Cedric's daughter. They thought it would be a good marriage. They get along well, and they figured they would strengthen the bond between the two cities, like the old days.
Alright, I think that's an excellent arrangement.
So, but since neither of them are opposed to take the throne of their respective cities, the two thought that it would make sense to give them a home elsewhere to make for themselves, and a small estate to rule over. So, the Order of Lastwall posed that we have this old bastion, of course, that we're not using, and we could always allow them to renovate it for use as a home. But there's kind of a problem. We sent some recruits over to start cleaning it up, and they haven't returned. We're not exactly sure why, but obviously we don't think that 4 recruits, even if they are recruits, would just decide to not come back. We want you guys to check it out. We're sure you'll be fine. You guys are very capable. And we doubt that it could be anything incredibly severe, but we did want to send a capable group to go check it out.
I would be honored to go and check out the scene, and hopefully we can find those 4 recruits.
Mm-hmm. Alright, but so, it's nearby, let's see, sorry. It's sort of in the middle of nowhere, but there is a village nearby it, just down the hill from it. The village of Troll. It's a very isolated village. Not much comes out of there, not much goes into there, just a small farming community, I would assume. I don't know much about it, really. So, I don't know what else to say. Just go there and make sure the place is cleared up for the wedding. It's going to take place there, and report back. After you guys have made sure that it's safe, we'll send some people over to go renovate it.
He'll just quietly nod at him and look back to the rest of the group.
I hope that I hope the mission isn't too boring. I know that you're all very capable, so if it turns out to not be much, then I apologize, but I'm sure it'll be worth your time.
Even if it is boring, I'm happy to serve the Howler family.
Mm-hmm. Besides, I think I can get you guys a position as guests of honor in the wedding.
I would love to see that. Nora would be pissed.
Say what?
Not Noro, a different character. Nora.
Yeah, he'll just look over the rest of the group and goes, well, is there any last preparations you guys need, or are you ready to start heading out? I will assume that's a no.
I think Chris is still AFK.
Yeah, he is. I love that picture.
I know, right? This is so you ride northwest from you were kind of slow just south of Seduir, which is the capital city, and also where Perudo happens to be from. Up northeast or northwest, sorry, towards the central northern Gordon region. As you move further west, you continuously run into more and more rolling fields of grain as you enter the Gordon region. Off in the distance, you can see different route ranges of the Arkag Mountains that span up into Calshire. It's a very clear day. It's very crisp out. The sun is out and it feels beautiful on you. You've probably taken your helmets off to feel the sun on you. If you guys have helmets, I don't know which of you do have helmets.
I don't. If I can talk.
I do not have a helmet.
Kind of wondering where Chris is.
I know. Oh, he said dinner. I didn't even
Oh,
see that.
yeah. Alright, we'll take a break then for a little bit. And we'll be back.
How long do you think he'll take? Like, do you have enough time to take a shower?
I'd say we have enough. So, yeah, go ahead. Alright.
Also, okay, I'm gonna order food too. Should I get pizza or pasta?
I mean, personally, I'd say pizza. No, not level up. It's a one-off.
What about 3 pizzas for $20?
That is a lot of
Doesn't keep
pizza. But
I know.
do you really need 3 pizzas?
No, but it's $20. That's including the tip.
Man,
Oh, never mind. They have mac and cheese pizza limited edition. That's what I'm getting.
pizza and pasta.
Literally, it is just the perfect combo right there.
Anyway,
Pasta
yeah, we'll
on pizza.
take a short back and then return.